Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Dungeion Universalis. Now we are in the middle of a quest, Escort Plump, and right now it's looking really good. The quest is basically just one long battle. It's not your typical dungeon exploration quest. So we are in that street here, and it's a village or a city of the northern barbarians, and these guys are basically coming after us because they want to kill Plump, this guy here. And we had a really strong start. She did cast a spell, the god crushed them, and that already killed pretty much, I don't know, the major part of the attackers. It was just amazing. And from then on, there was basically here the leader who had some nasty attacks against us. In general, we were doing fine against these, except for her. She took 2 damage, but I think it could have been worse. And this is pretty much all that happened. We have this guy here, but he is not such a threat. He is already wounded, and yeah, he's not that strong anyway. These 2 guys here, warriors with a spear, this guy and this guy here, they are not yet activated. They only activate if you enter their tile. So therefore, right now they don't really pose a threat. Big problem is that we have all these doors adjacent here, and there is a good chance that we will see creatures coming out of these doors, or characters. Now we managed to keep one of these doors closed. You can do a strength test against a character who wants to go through that door if you have a hero placed on the exact right spot. But I was extremely lucky there. First of all, there's only a 1 in 6 chance that a character will try to show up on a specific door, so I was super lucky there. And second, you still have to win that strength test to actually keep the character out of the scenario. So yeah, I guess that was, as I said, there was a lot of luck here. So the main issue is that we only have limited time. The whole scenario would not be a problem at all if we had unlimited time, but this is not the case. We have now only 6 turns left. I basically just went through the first, was it the first turn? Yeah, I think I just went through the first turn, but then I had to spend a fortune with her, I think, to kind of slow this guy here down a little bit. And whenever you spend a fortune in this scenario, you lose an additional turn. So we started with 8 turns, and now we only have 6 turns left. But you know, if things don't go crazy, we should be able to make it. We gotta go here, by the way, at the very end. But we had such a great start that I think it shouldn't be so hard to win this. So let's see. My plan is to finish this guy off. Now if we're super lucky, then this guy will simply run away, which is absolutely possible because this is the leader, and you know, he's got to do a courage test if this guy dies, and then he might run away. That would be great, but I wouldn't count on that. And then we can just make a run and hope that not too many creatures come out of any doors or whatever, and we've got to deal with that somehow, of course, but we'll see. Otherwise, if this guy doesn't run away, we got to kill him somehow. So the plan is now that I try to disengage with her. So let's see if we can do that. No, it's actually not necessary. I can do that without rolling a die, because he is... There are 3 adjacent characters. So that means I can ignore his area of influence. I simply move 1 space back, because I cannot do magic if someone is... If I am in someone areas of influence. Now, what is it interesting? What does that mean if I can actually ignore it? Can I do magic then? Do I really have to move back? That's something I want to check. Now, it's a little bit weird. Not really. The rules... If you go to the magic section, it doesn't say that it's not possible. But then again, if you go to the action section, it tells you that you cannot do actions if you are adjacent to an enemy character, except if it's stated on the action itself. And from what I see, the only action that actually allows that is a melee attack. And so therefore, I think the rules imply that you have to move back here. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's clearly, there is a reminder for that when it comes to the ranged attack. It is clearly written there that you cannot do that. But that reminder I couldn't find in the magic attack, but I think it's pretty much the same. Okay, so let's move back. I can ignore the melee range because of these 2 other guys here. And now I simply have to cast a successful spell. Now I want to try the brain damage. The good thing about it is it goes against the intelligence, and the intelligence is lower than the armor. So therefore, odds are better that we can hit this guy. So let's go for it. Okay, that is great. That's a success. And then we can do 5d6 against the intelligence of this guy. And he has a 4. So we need 2 more damage to kill him. So let's hope for the best here. Awesome. It worked out. Fantastic. So we managed to kill the leader. Isn't that something? Great. So now we got to check for these grunt creatures here that are within the range of 6 spaces, and we have only this one here. And he's got to do a courage test. Now, because he is already wounded, he has only 1 life point left. Most of his attributes are reduced by 1, so he only has a courage of 3. So if he doesn't manage to roll a 7, he will run away. Ah, shit. Okay, he's got an 8, so he stays. And we got to deal with him. So I guess what I want to do is I'm gonna use my... Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, what I want to try is I want to try to attack with my dog. So I'm gonna move 2 spaces. 1, oh god, it's a little narrow in there. Shit. 2, and yeah, let's give it a try. We are in a better shape. I got 4 dice. the fangs. I gotta check how the fangs exactly work. I think I basically do damage equal to my strength. And I only need to do 1 more point of damage, so it could work. Okay, that's not good enough. He's got a 10. So that is... I got a 7. He's got a combat strength of 2. It's an axe. Well, the axe actually, let's see. The axe, I think, has a -1. Yeah. Okay, so that means he only has a combat strength of 1 at the moment. So we give him a 10, that means he's got an 11. Okay. I got a 7 plus 4, it's also an 11. So it's a tie. That's interesting. So I guess I will actually win that thing. He's got a shield though, so let's see here. The good thing is I have the high agility. I'm not totally sure when it comes to tiebreaker if the shield or the high agility is the first tiebreaker. Yeah, we can see it. Here, the character with, yeah, in case of a tie, the character with the highest agility wins. Okay, cool. That means actually the dog wins. And so let's see how much damage I do. I gotta find these fangs, but I'm pretty sure it's equal to my strength. So the damage is equal to the strength. So first he can try to block it. And he didn't. So now we can roll, what is my strength? Got a strength of 3, so if I do a single hit, I'm good. And the guy has an armor, so it's a 4. Yeah, so I need a 4. Ah, fuck, come on, that was, damn it, I was doing so good and then didn't manage to roll a 4, shit. So yeah, I couldn't go through his leather armor here. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna use my my bow to kill him. This is probably my best chance here. So I'm gonna do the I think I'm gonna do the fast shooting. So, yeah, that should work out. I need a 5. Yeah, let's see. I wonder if I really should do the fast shooting. Maybe if I play a little. Okay, so I don't want to hit the others, so play a little more safe, I guess. I only roll. I'm gonna do 1 shot. So I got the +1 bonus from this one. So I only need a 4 now. That should work out. Okay, that was definitely good. So now I do 4 damage dice. And, well, actually he can try to block again. Shit. Okay, I was lucky there. I forgot about that. I should have. Okay, so let's see. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. Fuck it. Now this single guy... Okay. Anywhere, I'm gonna move, and I can ignore his combat situation here. So I'm gonna move now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. 6 spaces actually. I can ignore his melee range because he's engaged with the others. Damn, that was just so bad. Okay, so what is the plan now? I guess I'm gonna try to attack with the gladiator, and I'm gonna do the berserker thing now. Okay, now this time it worked, and I got a critical, so let's hope now we can kill this guy. We got a 5 plus 2, so we're talking about 7 dice. That should be good enough. Okay, we made it. So now we killed him. But it took us... Well, I mean, that was not a loss. I planned that anyway. But here I could not run with this guy, and my plan was to run with him. So we lose a little bit of time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, now I want to run with the dwarf. Very good. So I can run 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I end up here, and I take a risk now a little bit because these 2 doors are kind of unguarded, but you know, I cannot wait there forever. By the way, that should be here, I guess. And now I'm gonna run with Plum. Okay, so he also can run 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess I stay here, and yeah. I mean, yeah. Now if someone comes out of this door, he will attack him, which isn't great. I might consider staying here actually, and let's see how far it is in general. Not that I kind of don't have the time or something. Yeah, I think I can afford that. I'm gonna go here. So at least then if an attacker comes out here, he's got to go through the melee range of these 2 guys, so he cannot attack Plump. And if he comes out here, the dog kind of protects him. So I guess that is a safe position here. Okay, so we go into the... We can remove these cards now. We go into the turn of the dark player. Okay, so I rolled a 4. That means I'm going to spawn a warrior with a broadsword and a leather armor. Will come out here from this door, and he will be immediately activated. So his goal is Plump, or his target is Plump. He has a movement of 5, so let's see. Okay, he will run for him. He cannot reach anybody else, so he's gonna run for Plump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he can get as far as here. That is possible for him. And so we kind of got to deal with him now. Do we? Maybe we don't. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Maybe we don't even have to. I wonder if I can just ignore him and run with Plump in this direction. Now, if I do that in a clever way, I might be able to, but it's, I don't know, maybe not. Now, actually, I forgot one thing. When I went into Berserker mode with this guy, I should have thought about that, but I didn't. He is now forced until the whole combat is over. And I didn't really remember that this whole thing is basically a combat. He will always be forced to attack the closest enemy. So yeah, he's gonna attack here, I guess. And yeah, let's simply do that. I'm gonna move in here and simply attack. So yeah, let's do that. So we're still in berserker mode. Okay, that wasn't good enough. He doesn't have a shield, so he cannot push me back, which means I can do another attack. And that was also not good enough. Okay, now I will move with her, and I'm gonna try to shoot this guy. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might actually move here. And so we got, actually I think I can move even 6 spaces. So I'm gonna move here. 1, 2, 3. So we don't have a penalty for the distance, but we have a penalty for moving. And it's a -2 penalty because I moved more than half of my movement allowance. I will still try to do the fast shooting. So basically, I think I don't get any additional modifiers, so I'm gonna do, I mean these two cancel each other out, the fast shooting and this one, so I'm gonna need a 7 for a successful hit here. And that is a hit. So 4 dice. The guy, I think he also has a leather armor and a spear. So therefore he's got a 4, an armor of 4. Oh god, come on. Okay, we did 2 damage. That's a solid start. And we can do another shot. And that's another hit. Very good. She's really doing well. And another 2 damage. So, hey, cool. Look at that, 4. So we managed to kill him without even activating him. So that really went well. Okay, so now we're gonna moving the dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting situation actually. Okay, the rules say he doesn't get activated until you enter his tile. Now I wonder what happens if you stand here and attack the poor guy. But of course in this situation we will activate him too. So I guess I'm gonna try to run with the dwarf. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stay here for now. And you know what? Actually, I think I will go to that door. So maybe if someone should get out of there, I will have a chance to keep the door closed. So now let's move Plum. Okay. So you can move also 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think you should be safe there. There's a problem if someone comes out of that door though. Yeah. Well, I still have, I still have the wolf. And I can use the wolf to maybe place him here or something, and then Plum should be safe. Well, it's a dog, by the way. Okay, so the wolf has a 10. He's got a movement of 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could have moved him 14 spaces, which is really crazy. Yeah, that's... Maybe I should actually... I wonder if I want to move here. Actually, 1, 2, 3... No. I want to move here, I guess. Yeah, I think that's where I have to stand to protect Plump. And last, back there, is the sorceress. Now, I don't think, by the way, that the goal is to bring everyone on this space. It only says you got to bring Plump on that space, right? So therefore, as soon as this guy reaches this space, I think the scenario is over. Okay, she's got a 5, I guess. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, and believe it or not, I rolled a 5, and that means it's exactly this door again now. So the dwarf has to keep a barbarian champion outside. This is another guy. He has a spear and a leather armor, so it's this guy here. He tries to get in from outside. Can that even be possible? Why doesn't it say a spear here? This is strange. Didn't it say a spear? There we go. It's a 5. Armed with a spear and a leather armor. Now it doesn't... It says may choose broadsword, axe or flail. That's a little odd. May replace the weapon shield and shield with a battle axe or warhammer. It doesn't really seem to come up with a spear, but okay, I mean, it's okay. That's the interesting part of this game. You can simply say, okay, fuck it, we're gonna get a spear for him, and that is not a problem, you know. So we take the spear instead of this guy. I don't want to... I could also take a card, but I don't want to do that. And then we use a spear. Why shouldn't he have a spear? Okay, and so now we got to do an opposed test against his strength. Now he's got a strength of 4, trying to open the door, and I have also a strength of 4. So yeah, that's gonna be a little tricky, but let's hope for the best here. And ha! We made it! Fantastic. And this is just... I'm just super lucky in this adventure. Gotta admit that, but it works just perfect. No doubt here. And he's got to pay for that. I think that doesn't really matter. He's got so many points. It's just awesome. Absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm really got to say that, I mean, I had that feeling already before, but especially in this adventure, it really feels like in a movie or so. You know, you're running through that alley, and doors go up, and creatures try to get out, and you're trying to keep the doors shut, and it's so much fun. But that works because, you know, things are really going my way. It could have been also be in a totally different way, and then it is simply a very funny thing if you simply can't keep the door closed. But it really has to work out in your favor. You need to stand at the right door and win the test, and that is very hard to achieve. I mean, it's not an achievement, it's simply luck. So okay, we go into the next... No, yeah, actually that's it. We have an attack down here. This guy will attack. He is still not activated. So that means now this guy will attack. So let's see. Okay, that's not good. That is a hit. I think he has 2 wounds. So let's see how much damage he does. He's got a sword, a broadsword. That gives him 4 dice. 4 damage. And I have an armor of... Yeah, I have an armor of 4. So let's hope it's not going to be too bad. Okay, so that means we take 2 damage. I think that's fine. I wonder if I have this. There was one. I think I have the tough ability. There was one ability, there was no card for that left. I gotta check that. Was it? It was hardy and tough. Exactly. Yeah, I think the one I need now is hardy. No, it's not. I thought maybe I had that hardened ability, but I don't think I have that. No, I don't. So I guess I take the full damage here. And yeah, two damage points. Where are my damage markers? Ah, there are 2 here. Yeah, gotta find new ones. Okay, so it's actually looking pretty good. So let's see. I think I want to activate her first again. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Now what's interesting is this guy has actually a combat range of 2 because he's got a spear, and a spear is a long-ranged weapon. So if we would get closer, we would enter his combat range, and that means we could not shoot anymore. And so therefore I think I'm going to stay here. And 1, 2, 3. How many spaces did I move? Well, shit, I don't remember. I think I was standing here, right? But I'm not sure anymore. 1, 2, 3. I think I moved 4 spaces. That's more than half of my movement points. So I got a -2 modifier again, and I'm going to use the fast shooting. So I'm going to need a 7 to hit, which this time I missed. So we're going to do the second shot. Ah, fuck. That doesn't look good. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was pretty bad. So no hits this time. Yeah, okay, so that isn't so great. That means that I gotta bring the dwarf into melee combat now. And, excuse me, I think... So first, I'm gonna go from here and enter the combat range of this guy. So I'm here now. And now we're gonna go into melee combat. And if I win, then I can actually go into his close area. I don't think I can push him though. I gotta check that again. I don't really know that anymore. So let's see. I'm gonna use my fast attacks, and let's hope this works out well. And it doesn't. That is a that's even a blunder. You know, I'm gonna re-roll that. I hope I can afford that, but I think I can. Shit, I don't know if I can afford that. That is a blunder. That is so bad. No, I can. I don't know. Yeah, I will. It's hard. I need a 9, you know. That's not so easy. Well, I don't really need a 9. I mean, this guy only has a strength of 3. I got a strength of 5. So yeah, I think I'm going to reroll that. I'm going to spend my fortune. And I'm going to reroll my dice. Oops. So he has a 9. So let's see, I need I need a good result here. Okay, that looks much better. I also have a 9. Now this is reduced by 1, so it's an 8. But that is still enough because my combat value is simply better than his. Okay, I also did a critical. So that means I can roll now 8 dice. Is that so? No, that's not true. 7 dice. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We need a 4. That wasn't great either. So, okay, at least we did 2 damage. Yeah, now I have a couple of bad rolls, but I think I shouldn't complain. So, this guy took 2 damage, and now I gotta check how this works with pushing in long-range combat. I think we never had that situation before, because the enemies didn't have long-range weapons. Okay, so what happens now is that I can enter his melee range because I won the battle. Now I could push him, and I think because I think I can then again follow him, because pushing kind of includes the option to follow your opponent. Now, I'm not sure if I actually want to push him. Although, you know, I think I might want to do that. I'm going to push him back here. I think I can do that, although I attacked from here, but I kind of moved here. It's a little bit tricky, but I think it should be possible. So I'm going to do that. And then I don't know if I can do that, actually. It's a little weird. I don't want to get her into trouble, because now she would be in combat range of this guy. This is all a little bit strange. So I'm going to do it like this. Okay, fine. And okay, so now we're going to move Plump. Okay, so he can move 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now as long as we don't see someone coming out there, I should be safe, but I can't protect him. I think I should be safe. I mean, someone, maybe it's a little bit tricky. First I'm going to take the wolf. Okay, and that allows me to place the wolf. I might even thinking about placing the wolf at the door. I mean, I got a strength of 3. It shouldn't be impossible to do that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually move here to the door, and then there is a risk if someone comes out here, then Plump will be in trouble. But you know, it doesn't really matter. I think it seems I have to maybe she can actually, I think she might be able to get there. So let's see. Yeah, she's got a 7, so she can move a couple of spaces here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna move to that door here. I'm not terribly strong, but even if I wouldn't win that roll, then the guy has to deal with me, and yeah, he cannot go after Plump. So I guess that's okay. And now we got to fight down here. And again, that was a pretty bad roll for me. So let's see if I can do another one, that is clearly better. So I get kind of like 8 dice now because of the critical, and that should be enough to kill this guy, I guess. Yeah, there we go. 1 more die. Yeah, okay, that is very good. So this guy is dead, and I can still move. So I gotta move into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're back here now. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, it looks good. So we go into the dark player's turn, and he rolls a die, and it's a 4. Now, I think that might be this one. Hope that's not that. Nah, I don't think that's a problem. So let's see. That's the rule book. Yeah, okay. Damn. I mean, here the app would be a little bit helpful, but okay. So we have a broadsword and a leather armor. Yeah, and exactly, it's this door again. So the guy comes back and he shows up now at this door. And let's see. He definitely cannot reach Plum. So he's gonna attack somebody else. And let's see who that's gonna be. She might end up in some trouble now. Hope it's not too bad. So the enemy which is easiest to hit, yeah, that's gonna be her, definitely. So he moves one step, and the problem is we're so close to that door that we cannot do a defensive shot, and that really, really sucks. But the good thing is we can still spend at least 1 fortune. So let's hope it's not going to be too bad. I mean, technically the guy could kill me. If that should happen, I'm going to have to spend 2 fortune, and that would mean we would have lost the mission. That would be obviously a disaster. So I really hope that doesn't happen. So let's see, he's got a broadsword. Oh boy, is that bad. Shit. Okay. Okay. So he's got a lot of... Fuck that. That is so bad. So he gets... Okay, he only gets 4 dice. So I mean... But we only have 5 life points. So if we take 3 damage... we're in a lot of trouble here. So let's hope for the best. Okay, we're good. Whew, that was close, man. So, okay, only 1. Actually, he gets another die because he had a critical. So he gets 1 more die, but he cannot kill us. That's the most important thing, and that was even worse. So, okay, lucky, only a single hit here, but boy, that was close. She is very, very vulnerable against these kind of sneaky attacks, because if she cannot do a defensive shot, she's in a lot of trouble. But okay, I mean, we go here now, and it doesn't matter anymore. The guy moves here, and it's over. Oh no, that's actually not true. We still have this guy here. Now, I wonder if he's gonna try to engage, to disengage. I gotta check that. Okay, so even though this guy is a specific target, he's not gonna try to disengage. Therefore, we see just a standard combat turn. Now, if you have such a long-range weapon like a spear, and your enemy is right adjacent to you, you get a -1 modifier, because it's then harder to fight. Okay, so absolutely no problems here for the dwarf, and that means now we can actually activate our guys, and I think we can simply move here, and from what I understand, now this is over. And it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, we can definitely kill this guy easily, and you know, if I use, for example, the green flame or something, it shouldn't be a problem to destroy this guy too, and I can also help with the gladiator and all. So now she's no longer in a real danger here. It was just this single attack when she was kind of unprotected from this warrior. Okay, so as a reward, every character gets 1 experience point. If we would make it in 6 or less turns, we would have gained another experience point, but yeah, that didn't quite work out. And now we're going to read T12. So let's see. That was a narrow squeak, Plump howls, when you managed to escape and outrun your pursuers. I never thought I would be so lucky. The man takes out a small bag full of money from underneath his overcoat and gives out 6 coins for each of you. Okay, that's not so bad. That's fine. This is for escorting me all the way and for helping me to escape from that wretched alley. But don't think I'm leaving you free. Before leaving the city, I must carry out a more important mission than the one I told you about in Norkfall. Indeed, the true purpose for which I have come here, is not to strengthen commercial ties with the barbarians, although this is important as well. My lord also sends me to secretly enter the library of the nearby castle of Thorzul, which, as you know, is where the leader of the clans of the Torath forest resides. There they store the maps and record books of the region that accurately describe all the watchtowers arranged on the borders with our domains, as well as the number of guards in each one, the quantities of grain and groceries in their warehouses, the location of their armories, everything that is interesting to know in case of war. The kingdom of Babel has long planned an invasion from the north, and that information would be very valuable to them. Count Bachta will pay you very generously if you help me get those maps and books. Mission M8, which is probably in this castle then. Okay. So, yeah. That's it. We're done with this adventure. Gotta say, it was a ton of fun. I mean, it went pretty well, although at the end it was a close call. The attack on her, that was a tough one, but I was lucky. So, yeah, I'm gonna load this up now, but I'm gonna take a break from this game a little bit. I think this is now the video number 26 or something. So people might, I wanna step back a little bit from it. Still enjoy it a lot, but I wanna do 1 or 2 other games in between. I'm gonna come back to this, that's for sure, and it's not gonna be long, but I think I want to at least do, 1854. I want to do that in between, and probably after that, I'm going to go back to this campaign here. But yeah, I just want to do something a little bit different here. Okay, so hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.